Gardens of downtown Los Angeles, setting the scene for us here tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. You think back, some of the best centers ever to patrol the paint wore a Lakers jersey. Go right on down the line, Shaq. What did it mean to carry on that big man tradition with that franchise?
Well, I knew no matter what I did at the Laker franchise, I was going to be number 4. George Mikan, rest in peace. Wilt Chamberlain, rest in peace. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I just wanted to be in those categories, and I think I am.
Well, you're humble, but, I mean, there's very little separation with those 4 players.
Listen, at the
putting
end of
Shaq
the day,
in that group, right?
Shaq's
Come
an
on.
all-time great,
Absolutely.
and he knows it. But in all fairness, as are those guys. And I always tell people it's not fair to try to compare eras. You can only dominate what's in front of you, and all 4 of those guys have dominated.
I like that. I'm going to have to.
You can use that.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take it.
No, that's already patented. I
No.
got that patented, baby.
Well, I own the patent company. You know, people talk about the GOAT. How do you compare different positions, different eras? Just appreciate LeBron for who he is.
Both shots good from the stripe. Shaq, one of the tough things for a post player, you generally have to rely on someone else to get you the ball. But with that view, what makes a good or great playmaker?
Well, they got to have great ball control. They have to thread the needle. You know, floor spacing is also very important. You know, if your defender is doubling down on the post, you're not helping the big man eat.
And the big man's got to eat.
Got to eat. You see this belly?
Oh, you look good. You look good.
Thank you.
Go out there right now and play. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots it. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with that Nets head coach. This is the first meeting they'll have against LeBron and the Lakers, and coach thinks his team is properly prepared. He told me this is a milestone game for our team. We want to be able to go head-to-head with the Lakers and see how we fare. We're going to learn a lot from this meeting. Win or lose, coach is excited to test his team against LeBron and company. Guys?
Thanks, David. The 3 from Harden trains the three-pointer. Harden's got 9 points.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete ever. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level. Only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
Oh, no. You like the honesty. Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, there's an inner drive and an inner burn to Kyrie Irving. This guy can make difficult shots because he's driven to be great.
Now, here's Schroeder. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Here is Harden. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And Shaq, you know about getting buckets inside, but it also is great to see those guards who can also score when they get inside with bigger players. Who comes to mind of guys that would take it in against big guys like you?
Well, if you're talking power, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, Ja Morant, Zach LaVine. Now, if you're talking finesse, you're talking Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, and my main man, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, I think that's a great list to have. Those are guys that they show you can do it a variety of ways, right? You can be physical, you can play above the rim, but you can also hit them with the smitty and play below the rim.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Harden against Schroeder. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Kevin, you know why I'm laughing right now. This is just too easy for LeBron James. Defense has to move him out of there, or this is what's going to happen all night long.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And the second free throw, good. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Harris against James. Out to the right wing. Just 3 on the clock. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James. And this game is tied up now. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having... Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
We've got Matthews. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Matthews finds Harrell. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. And we see just about every player in the league trying to shoot the three. Shaq, and if you were playing today, be honest, would you find yourself launching a few?
Yes, and you know what my nickname would be?
What?
Shakovich. So I did shoot 22 in my career. I made 1. That's not a good percentage, but it's good enough because I made 1. Probably the one that counted.
Yep.
But really, why shoot threes if no one can stop you on the inside?
He's right.
I think
he's right.
Why would you? That's logical.
Yeah, of course.
Rational.
You get fouled, you go to the line, three-point play. Harden outside. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And Jordan sends it back. And Jack, at LSU, it was clear right away that you were ready for the NBA. For guys in a similar position now, do you think they should be allowed to skip college altogether?
I don't think you can make a rule for just one type of player. I think it has to work for everybody. You know, plenty of one-and-dones, but you got to understand, it's a lot of one-and-dones that 5 years into the league, you never hear from them again.
Yeah, and listen, the reality is that there is no one way to do anything, right? I think the fact that you have guys that have the opportunity to go overseas, if that's the path they want to choose, but for a lot of them, just like it was for you, Shaq, the college experience is something that you really can't substitute. And so, you know, I'd like to see that option still remain viable.
Lock at 6. Harrell, the pass to Horton Tucker. Misses the 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The Nets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. We know a big part of a center's job is rim protection. Outside the pivot, Shaq, who stands out to you in guarding that rim, erasing shots, blocking shots? Who's that guy?
Well, the name that comes to mind right away is Jonathan Isaac. 6'11" forward coming into his own as a defender and a shot blocker. Let's see, from the guard's point of view, Drew Holiday, old school defender. Kent Bazemore, Derek White, they can all give you 40-plus blocks in a season.
You know who's pretty good, too, is McCollum up at Portland.
Yes, he's really good.
All the guys under 6'7" in the league, he's number 1 at blocking shots among guards. It's tipped. Irving with the steal. With the stuff.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
And the Lakers call time here. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Green dishes to Harden. But they get it back. Shots good by Green. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And Shaq, a pleasure to have you with us. Great to hear your observation as always. I hope you join us again.
I will. Happy to give them anytime. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much.
Man, they really are chomping at the bit to get you back up there.
Yeah, they want you back in the studio.
Nope, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Good. We want you here too. And Doris, always great to have Shaq with us, isn't it? You have to love his willingness to come at things from different angles.
I mean, consider the capstone topic for Shaq's doctoral degree was the duality of humor and aggression in leadership styles. That is not a well-worn path. He is unafraid to pioneer, and we hear that in Shaq's commentary.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Utah matchup, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Here's James. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
Outside, Green. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, the defense was there. It just simply didn't matter to Kyrie Irving. This guy makes a living hitting contested shots.
James outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. LeBron's got 14 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Okay, David, much appreciated. And from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, on out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific hits. You're right. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Kuzma.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
Jordan kicks to Harden. Jordan inside. He's up against Gasol. And here's Harden for 3. That shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Nobody near Schroeder. It's good from long range. Schroeder's got 10 points.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Harden has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Schroeder passes to Gasol. The bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Here's Harden. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
James with it. He's got 16. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. 7-point differential. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Horton Tucker. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And James gets it to go.
Well, when LeBron James is starting to cook, his teammates understand, hey, perhaps the big guy, one of the greats of his generation, needs the basketball.
Pass to Harden. And the shot goes down. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
LeBron outside. Pass to Morris. Harrell trying to free himself up. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Morris. And here's Harden. He's got 22. Launches a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
It's LeBron with the drive. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
There's the pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. Harris, right side. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Pass to Harrell. Back to James. That one off the back iron and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Green slams it in.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Harden outside, fires, high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
James with a deep 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion.
They can't guard when he passes.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and Harrell's in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The 3 from Harden. LeBron grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. James has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers. Feeds to Green. Back to Harden. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn. The Lakers shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Pass to LeBron. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. Harrell. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Harden. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Harden's got 18 points just in the second half.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Schroeder.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown is checked in for Landry Shamet.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Green finds Harden. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown the pass to Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Nets lead by 9.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Oh, Kuzma's in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Brown outside. From outside, off the mark. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Took him no time at all on that one. And now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
To the wing right side. From outside the arc. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. Let's see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 6. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. .153 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden draws the double. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game. James looking around. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
And they double up James. There's Schroeder, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
A floater, and the rejection by Harrell. Now here's LeBron. Yes!
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Harden outside. Money!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And they double up James. The pass to Kuzma. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Harden draws the double. There's Brown with the 3, and the Nets another 3.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Wow, a huge play from Dennis Schroeder. You love the focus.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're up by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
19 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And here is Los Angeles now for three. Caldwell Pope. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
The defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
But they'll get another chance. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. James, another explosive score and productive.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.